all I got myself the love is all I bring out till you love. Shaman I bring out till you love. I love from above.
If you had asked an early 1800s average American their favorite sports or recreational activities for their leisure time, you'd probably get a confused face in response. Before the Gilded Age, most Americans spent their leisure time at saloons after long days of intensive labor. However, this behavior changed with the arrival of a growing middle class and resurgence within the temperance movement during the Gilded Age. Baseball, football, basketball, boxing, and amusement attractions all became part of the American identity.
The origin of America's pastime came in 1870, when the Boston Red Stockings, after relocating from Cincinnati, was created by a group of investors. Boston, along with Philadelphia, New York, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Troy, Fort Wayne, and Cleveland came together to form the first baseball league, the National Association of Professional Ball Players, in 1870. However, this league was discontinued as a result of William H. Hubert's scheme to create his own league, the National League, consisting of teams from St. Louis, Boston, Cincinnati, Hartford, New York, Philadelphia, and Louisville. This league was harshly managed by its owners, who cracked down on players' protests ruthlessly. This league was also where the first influence of gambling in baseball was seen, with players found during games due to bettors' influence.
Football rose to popularity due to the trend in the Gilded Age away from the participatory sports of the lower class to spectator sports of the upper and middle class. The first recognizable game was a college club game between Harvard and Tufts in 1875. Football owes its unique features to Walter C. Camp, or the father of football, who introduced the line of scrimmage and down system in 1882. Camp organized the first All-American team in 1889, which drew up to 50,000 fans for his team.
A leisure activity that spawned out of the Gilded Age was the advent of a new concept, amusement parks. Amusement parks became popular in the location of Coney Island in Brooklyn, where interesting rides such as the Witch-A-Way, the human pool table, a miniature railroad, and a space-themed ride called Trip to the Moon. The most popular ride was the steeplechase, which consisted of a 1,100-foot steel track where riders would race others on mechanical horses. While amusement parks were placed near major cities, traveling circuses such as the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey's would travel from town to town to draw crowds of interested spectators to see their unique attractions.
Basketball originated from a YMCA in Springfield, Massachusetts, created by James A. Naismith in 1892. The sport was liked by the public, and copies of its rules were sent to other sports associations and published in the YMCA's campus paper in 1892. It eventually became so popular that the YMCA had to ban it due to how many players it attracted. In 1896, the rules were standardized and set points were created, as well as the first basketball game being played in college between the University of Iowa and the University of Chicago. Is that good? Ding, 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 ding. 3, 2, 1, KO!
Let's go!
The gentleman's sport of boxing had a crucial development during this period. Boxing started getting more popular through the new Queensberry rules, which required the wearing of gloves as opposed to the original bare-knuckle boxing. Queensberry rules transformed the sport into a gentleman's sport where striking a man while down was illegal. John L. Sullivan was the boxing athlete of the era, known as the Boston Strong Boy. In 1889, a match between him and John Kilrain lasted 75 rounds before Sullivan was declared the winner. Sullivan was only ever beaten by James Corbett, another prominent boxer who boasted a 24-4 record during his career, and double as an actor. News of the fight resulted in sports journalism becoming a popular section in newspapers, as these glove competitions became well-known names in America.
The growth of spectator sports in the Gilded Age spawned a unique culture to grow in the United States, much different from European countries during their industrial developments. The creation of middle class interested in sports and leisure, as well as the temperance movement's push towards athletic activities as an alternative to drinking, transformed the United States From a nation that viewed leisure activities as unimportant, to a nation with national sports teams and college clubs attracting thousands of fans. Damn, that's good.
In the Gilded Age, away from the particulars. What the f did that say, dude? Participatory? What the hell? I thought this was the same script again. No. Which drew up 50,000. Okay, dude. Too many mistakes. Basketball originated from YMCA Naismith in 1892. Rules were standardized and set points were created, as well as the first basketball game being played at college. Let's go! It's a gentleman's sport of boxing. Nice! So long now! Hey, oh! Let's go! Come on! Wait, it's not set up. For record during his career, and doubles as an actor. News of the fights resulted in sports journalism. There's nothing else. Go! Go! What? Phil! What are you doing?